All right. Well, today is Wednesday, January 7th, 2026, and we are keeping with the Instant Pot cooking method. We are making Instant Pot chicken and yellow rice with peas, which I've made before on the stovetop, but anyway, I wanted to try it out in the Instant Pot, so these are the ingredients I usually use. It's just our choice, okay? Obviously, you can use white rice if you like, brown rice, whatever you'd like, okay? But I like the Dixie Lily yellow rice, okay? So here's a recipe, and I'll show you what we're going to put in it. All right, we have some cubed chicken, some frozen peas, some chopped onion, some chicken broth, Dixie Lily rice, olive oil, salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, and onion powder. So it's pretty simple, straightforward, but it is going to be very, very flavorful. And we're going to get started now. Okay, we are going to put our Instant Pot on the saute function. And we're going to go ahead and get that heating. And we'll be right back. Okay, so we have some oil in the bottom. I've got just enough to coat the bottom. And the Instant Pot is heating. So I'm going to go ahead and grab our chicken. Okay. A few little straggly pieces here, which need to get into the pot. One more piece. Well, anyway. Okay, so we got all of our pieces of chicken in the pot. Okay, we're just going to kind of skid them around, coat them a little bit. Okay. Now, there we go. We'll go ahead and throw those onions in. I know the recipe that I wrote calls for the onions and the oil to cook first, but it doesn't really matter. You can do it this way too. Okay. So we'll let that come up to cook, and we'll let this cook for a few minutes, and we'll be right back. Okay, I hear it start to sizzle, so I'm going to add about half of this to this mixture. Okay, there we go, and now we're going to set the rest of that aside. Okay. And now, I'm just going to stir that up, get the chicken coated pretty good. There we are. Okay. See, you can tell it's cooking because it's starting to turn white. See that? That's a good sign. Now it's starting to sizzle pretty good. Oh, it's starting to smell good too. All right, so this is where we're at this point. So we're going to go ahead and let this cook for a few minutes, and we'll be back. All right, well, it's not exactly browned, but it is cooking really good, so it should be nice and tender when it's all done. So we're going to go ahead on to our next step, and we're going to pour our rice over the top of this chicken. Okay. Try to get it kind of even. Let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. Get you steamy. Okay. Anyway. There we go. And now we're going to add the rest of our seasonings. Okay. And, uh-oh, steamed up again. Okay, now we're going to add the remaining part of our broth. And we're not going to stir this. Okay? We're not going to stir this. We're just going to add it. Okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and cover it with the lid. Okay, so I just covered it with a lid. We're going to cancel the saute function. We're going to pressure cook it for 10 minutes. And we're going to press start. Okay, so now it's going to do its thing. And we'll be back when that's done. And I'll tell you what our next step is. All right, be right back. Okay, so it has come up to pressure. And I missed the video to capture the 10 minutes. But anyway, it's counting down now. So we'll be back in 7 more minutes. Okay, so it's when it's whole 10 minutes. Now we're going to let it sit for 10 minutes. And while it sits for 10 minutes, it's going to naturally release. All right. Okay, so it's been sitting for 10 minutes. Now we're going to go ahead and release the rest of the pressure. Okay. Okay, so I just took off the lid, and here's what we have. And obviously you can fluff this up and eat it like this, or you can add peas. All right. I like peas in it, so now I'm sure you can add beans or whatever, but I'm gonna add peas just because that's what I prefer. And I'm just gonna mix this up like that. All right, and then we're gonna cover this and let it sit for about 5 minutes. Okay. Doesn't that look good? Uh-oh. Steaming. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get the lid back on this. And we'll be back in time to serve this up. And it smells really good. So hold on. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. So we're going to take the lid off. And there is our final product. How about that? And it smells good. So I'm going to go ahead and get it plated up. And then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so I just wanted to give you an idea of how much this makes for 3 people. Okay? And that's a pretty big bowl. See? Look there. See? So anyway, you get the idea. But this is what it looks like when it's all plated up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get eating. And I hope you guys have a really good night. And we will see you again next time. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. All right. We got plenty more ideas where this comes from. So take care and God bless you. Good night.